The dark multiverse. Hundreds of worlds where the familiar is now unrecognizable. Worlds where our greatest heroes took their darkest turns. From Todd McFarlane and the DC Multiverse line, Scorp 1701 presents a Bots and Books review of the twisted Batman of the dark multiverse from Dark Knight's Metal.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp 1701, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at another twisted Batman from the dark multiverse, and that will be the Batman from Earth -44, the Murder Machine. Dun dun dun, yes! And taking a look at the box, you can see that it is in your standard DC Multiverse box. You have Batman Earth -44 here because, well, you're not going to put Murder Machine on the box because that's just something that not appropriate for kids. But then again, some of these figures aren't either. So you have 12 plus here at the top, and then you have 22 points of articulation. You have Todd McFarlane toys, and on this side of the box you have the same stuff: DC Multiverse Batman Earth -44 McFarlane toys. And on the other side of the box you have it again: DC Multiverse Batman Earth -44 Dark Knight's Metal McFarlane toys. And on the bottom of the box you have a lot of credits and barcodes, so that's pretty neat, and no one wants to see that stuff. And on the back of the box you have an awesome picture of Murder Machine there. You have Batman Earth -44 again, McFarlane toys, a couple of credits for the box here and here, and some other products from the Wave. So that is pretty neat. More credits, and that's pretty much this guy in the box. So no one wants to see him in the box. I know I don't. So let's get him out and see what he can do. And while I do that, we can take a quick look at how the Murder Machine came to be.
Bruce Wayne survived one of the most tragic experiences a young boy could face: the murder of his parents. But he did not survive it alone. Alfred Pennyworth became his teacher, mentor, and father, guiding him on his way to become the Dark Knight and his battle against the darkness of Gotham. But one night, the unthinkable occurred. The darkness came home. It claimed the life of the only family Bruce Wayne had left, leaving him broken inside. Batman turned to Cyborg for help with an experimental AI with Alfred's mental algorithms, in essence, to return his lost father to him. Cyborg reluctantly agreed, and the Alfred AI was created. However, as they often do, the Alfred AI soon outgrew its intended programming. It calculated to keep Bruce safe, it would require more permanent solutions to defeat the darkness of Gotham. Realizing their mistake, Cyborg pleaded with Bruce to destroy the AI. But Bruce could not lose Alfred again. He allowed the program to consume him, making him as inhuman and artificial as it was. With no sense of conscience or humanity, Bruce Wayne eliminated all perceivable threats with deadly accuracy, thus becoming the Murder Machine. And here we have Murder Machine out of the box. And out of the box, he stands just under 7.5 inches tall. And he comes with one accessory, which is this little tendril-looking thing that will attach to his hand. It's made up of nanites, and it's supposed to go and reprogram people and reprogram things. And I'm not sure what all, but it's probably hurt you if he got a hold of you. He also comes with a stand, which is pretty neat. And he comes with a collector card, and we'll take a closer look at that later. But first off, let's take a look and see how they designed the Murder Machine himself. And coming real close in on the Murder Machine, you can see they did a lot of great sculpt work in this figure. Now, there's not a lot of painted detail per se,
but just the figure itself has a lot of detail. It's mostly done in black, as you can see, and starting at the head, he does have your classic Batman cowl, the pointy ears, which are very sharp, and coming down to some nice evil orange eyes. These are nicely done. Those are very creepy, and you can see there's a lot of nice detail in the cowl, on the forehead, and even to the sides. A lot of line details. That is cool. Coming down to his mouth, the mouth is now covered with this metallic black paint, so you got a little bit of line work there, and you can kind of see a grimace of a mouth. That's cool. Some necklines, and coming down you have some shoulder pads, which are nicely done. They're soft rubber, and you have some nice dark or bright orange circles on both of them, so that's like almost a neon orange, so that is awesome. Coming down to his chest symbol is a nice same neon orange bat and a little blue cog looking thing. That's kind of significant because that's similar to what Cyborg would have on his chest with a C in it. So, that would be indicative that this is the evil Batman with Cyborg's powers. And you can see these nice neon blue lines coming all around his chest. And again, some more line work. I love it. Coming down, you got some more blue on the elbows, coming to the gloves. Awesome. And that's pretty much it with these blue lines. See some on the back here, some more awesome detail in this figure. He is mostly detailed. That's all this guy is. And nice spine here. That is creepy. That is picked out really well in different aspects and molds and detail. Wow, I like that. Coming down some butts. On the back you have some circles here with some blue picked out, but that's pretty much it. You have the lines going down from the midsection here on the front. Everything else is just black and molded detail picked out, so that is neat, and that is what Murder Machine looks like. Moving on. And for articulation, starting at the head, his head can go around 360 degrees. It can look up, it can look down, it's kind of on a wiggly waggly, it can go to the sides really nicely. That's pretty much it for that. Shoulders, if you these little pads may hinder you if you don't get them out of the way, but your shoulder can come up, and it can go down, and it can go all the way around 360 degrees. He does have a bicep swivel, which goes all the way around 360 degrees. It is kind of tight. He does have what appears to be a double elbow bend, which is cool. Get a lot of motion there. He does have a wrist articulation, which moves it all the way around, and it is on a ball point, so it can go up and down, left and right, so that's pretty cool. So that moving to the center of the chest, ab crunch. If you look right here, he does actually have an ab crunch, but it mostly goes back, as it doesn't really go that forward that much, so that's pretty neat. And it can rock around, so this will take you all the way around 360 degrees if you want to twist him there. And if you come down, this is a separate piece. I'm not sure why they made that a separate piece, but that kind of covers up his waist, but you can still have the articulation there, and it will still move around. So yeah, there you go. So I guess this is kind of like a belt. I don't know. It's kind of strange why they did that. So coming down to his legs can go out to the side a little bit. They can go up a whole lot. Let's zoom out just a hair, because it's going to kick the camera if we don't. Can go back a little, but that's pretty much it. Now, as far as his thigh rotation, for some reason it comes in, so it will move to the inside, but not to the outside that much. So that's interesting. And coming down to a double knee bend, which is a lot of motion for him. So that is good. Bring that back down. No boot cut to speak of. But if you come down to the actual foot, it goes all the way around. It is on a ball joint, so it can go up and down and rock all the way around again. And he does have a little bit of toe articulation, so his toe can go up like that. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't go down, it just goes up. So yeah, so you can put his foot up like that. So anyway, yeah, so that is it for this guy's articulation. And for accessories, he comes with a base, which is really nicely done. It's just basically a black disc. You have the DC logo here and a little foot peg for him to stand on, and that's pretty much all you need for that. All right. He also comes with his trading card, which is really nicely done. You can see it's a nice picture of Murder Machine there. You have Batman from Earth, -44, Dark Knight's medal. And on the back of the card, we will zoom in real close and see if we can get a read up of that. You can pause it to your heart's content, read the terrible origin of Murder Machine, and we must be moving on to the next item. Here is his little hand attachment. It will go right on his hand, as you can see here. And what this does is it basically is little tendrils that reach out and access computers and all sorts of weird, ungodly things. So that is his little hand tendril thing. Moving on. And for comparison, here Murder Machine is with the Red Death and the Dawnbreaker. And these figures just keep getting better and creepy, and they are so terrifying. I love them. They are so great. Dark Knight's medal was such a good story. And if you haven't read it, I suggest you go out and try to find it if it's in paperback, or try to collect the single issues. It was pretty long, but I really recommend it. All right, moving on. And this has been the DC Multiverse Batman of Earth -44, the Murder Machine. And this was an awesome figure. All of these Dark Knight Batman that we were looking at have been cool and awesome, and this was no exception. He's very basic. The Murder Machine is basically all black. You have really dark, creepy orange eyes, a mouth that's not really there, but you can kind of make it out, and you just have some very limited colors with the neon orange at the shoulders and the bat symbol, and then you have the neon blue, which just run down the entirety of his body, but it gives it a very creepy feel to this guy. And his tentacle hand, his accessory that reaches out and like hacks computers and probably even people. I don't know if they said it in the computer, but it seems like he's kind of like a Borg in that respect, where he will implant you with nanites and he could kill you and stuff like that. So I don't know, I can't remember if that's what he did, but it seems like it's an ability he would have. But anyway, the figure itself, very nicely sculpted and molded. All the details, the intricate line work on the suit, even though, you know, it's just all black. Again, I really enjoyed it. It was so good. And I really love these Dark Knight Metals figures. Anyway, guys, that is the figure, and I hope you enjoyed the review. And until next time, keep playing.